Biggest move of the trade season already happened. We saw it on display, guys, last night. Let's get into it. Hopkins, what a monster performance to help the Chiefs walk it off in overtime to beat the Bucs. Poor Baker knew he was going to lose the second that coin flip happened, you know? Then there they are, sitting sterling and perfect and pretty at 8-0. Mahomes gets carried off of the field, and then somehow everything is fine and well. Unbelievable. And this was the best the Chiefs offense has looked in a long time. They had a season-high 30 points. And, D-Hop with that catch radius, a huge part of that. He seems to have chemistry with Patrick. I tried to warn you guys, once this thing gets clicking, they're going to be unstoppable. We should not have allowed this move to happen, okay? This is a freelanced play. That's why, oh my gosh, this is so good. There's a taste of the vertical element he can bring to the Chiefs passing game under the bright lights, in the rain, doesn't matter. We saw it in the red zone, 2 touchdowns. No coincidence, this was this first time all season, guys, that Kansas City had a perfect game in the red zone. Perfect, 4 for 4 last night. And that's what Nuke does. Contested, doesn't matter. He's a handful to deal with, and he's got his hands far and stretched, and he can just pull them in, okay? We also saw him help open things up to sort of revitalize Travis, don't you think? Don't you think that's kind of what we saw? He had a career-high 14 catches for 100 yards. What a game. He led the NFL with 24 catches over the last 2 games since that trade went down. I think that has to do with DeAndre's presence. And even with that injury scare mixed in, we saw Patrick still have the best game of his season by far. What is stopping them? Maybe the Lions? I don't know. First time Mahomes has thrown for 3 touchdowns in a game in over a calendar year. Going back to last October, guys. It was the first time he went a full regular season game without an interception since week 17 of last season. It was the highest passer rating he's posted in a regular season game since last November as well. So I want to get excited about some of these other contenders, but this Chiefs squad feels inevitable. Kansas City plus 180 to win the AFC. It's a pretty big gap between them and everybody else, by the way. The Ravens have the second shortest odds at plus 340. So then you have last night in that performance, just like vaults Mahomes, too. It's top heavy at the quarterback position. Everyone's playing. You can make a case for any of these guys, and I love it. There's a bunch of trouble at quarterback, other places in the league, but it's really top heavy this year. Now, Mahomes moves up to 3rd in the odds at plus 450. Lamar Jackson's line has moved since yesterday as well. He's tied with Josh Allen. Allen's a front runner coming off a Sunday. I understand that. Luke Kuechly said that would be his pick. I'm so curious what happens to Joe Burrow's MVP odds on FanDuel Sportsbook. Can't wait to see if he somehow takes down Lamar Jackson, who everyone sort of thinks is the MVP on Thursday. What does that do? What does that, if you look at what Joe Burrow's done in coming off the game he did, how much context of that matters, too, with it being against the Raiders, a 2-win team. Interesting.